call. Yes. I just got here a few minutes ago. Yeah. And I had sent some emails this afternoon about issuing of protection orders and what the actual process is. Yes. And it's one of these situations where on the Washington State Court website, it says you cannot have a court hearing unless you have proof of service. And then the King County literature says that you have to appear in court. You'd have to sign the actual document to be able to get a protection order. Yeah. And my public defender had motioned to dismiss the case in Jefferson County, but for some reason they decided to have another hearing. Now, I thought that law enforcement, yes, could use a little reminder, known as the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. Yes. Office of Chief Counsel in Georgia. The Legal Division Handbook, and has quite a few pages. I think it has, well, I could tell you here in just a second. It's got like 500 pages in it that documents the various laws of the United States. Now, I didn't have a lot of time to read it, but these conspiracies and parties and constitutional law and courtroom evidence. Now, let me see here. Criminal law, false statements, entrapment, defense. Yes. Federal fraud statutes. Yes. The Fourth Amendment and Fifth and Sixth Amendments, and then officer liability, page 487. Searching and seizing computers and other electronic devices, and then the use of force. Yeah. Now, this is something I myself really wanted to read, and I thought, well, maybe there's a few of those that would like to work for me as attorneys that when they go through, um, did you want me to have the evidence? Because I was absolutely sure that I hadn't emailed Heidi or any of her coworkers. Now, you can't make fraudulent statements on the response to motion to dismiss, Mr. Roberts. I happen to know who I've emailed. If it were found out that the fraudulent statements of the state of Washington alleged that I had emailed Heidi or her co-workers, and I can prove in a court of law that I didn't, you'd be making up lies so as to justify the prosecution of an innocent American citizen. Now, I know that these partners of the federal law enforcement centers, yes. The federal land management agencies, types of jurisdiction, yeah. Does the United States Treasury have jurisdiction over any jurisdictional over state offenses, cross-designation officers, citizens arrest or detention authority, the Code of Federal Regulations, Bald Eagle Protection Act of 1940? This is going to be chock full of really good information. Now, I had copied and pasted some RCWs from the state of Washington, and I didn't get any phone calls. It's almost as if you thought you could do whatever the fuck you want. Now, this jurisdiction over a particular geographic area, 1940, neither exclusive nor concurrent jurisdiction is automatic. The federal government has to expressly accept exclusive or concurrent jurisdiction. Exclusive jurisdiction, this occurs when the federal government has received, through one of the methods outlined above, all of the authority of the state on a certain tract of land contained within the state's borders. Exactly how much dirt does the state own? See, you have a state of incorporation. The state's given X number of parcels of land, And then they're obligated to enforce the state regulations for building. Now it says with exclusive jurisdiction, no reservations are made to the state except that state and local officers have the authority to serve criminal and civil process, such as arrest warrants. Can you serve an arrest warrant in a location where there's no building permit? I meant what I said. I'm gonna fucking sue your guts out. Okay? Now you took my sons, and you're really pissing me off because you refuse to accept the laws of the United States.